We will be a work of art.
No one told me these things would happen to me. You did this to my body. You did it to my body.
Hey!
Weird things, gross things that happened to my body during pregnancy that no one told me about. A woman's body goes through a lot of changes when she's pregnant. I was never really around pregos before I got pregnant, so I had no idea really what to expect. I knew my body would go through changes, but I wasn't prepared. Shit got weird. Real weird. Every day I woke up, it seemed like something new. So it was kind of like Christmas morning. Every day. But you didn't want to open the presents. And I'm not talking the norms that you hear about from everyone. Morning sickness, the mood swing, the vomiting, the headache, sensitive smelling. I had all those, but there was much more. So the first weird symptom that I really experienced during pregnancy was weak eyesight. Every day I was getting a little more and more blind. I've never had weak eyes. I've always had really great vision, but for some reason during pregnancy, I was getting really, really blurry vision. I couldn't see far away. And not only that, but my eyes would burn. Not the fronts, in the back. My sockets felt like they were
on fire.
And it would give me the absolute worst migraines I've ever had. I went to the eye doctor, the ophthalmologist. He said I had extremely dry eyes. I said, "Are you sure? My eyes don't feel extremely dry. They feel fine." And he said, "No, that's what your headaches are from. It's common during pregnancy. Get this." He said after pregnancy, my vision might not come back. I was like, what? No one tells you this. Number 2, onion hands. This had to have been one of the weirdest, grossest things that happened to my body while I was pregnant. And I asked everyone I knew that had a baby if they had experienced this. My doctor, my friends, family, the internet, Google couldn't even help me with this one. Randomly, my hands would decide they wanted to smell like onions. It was so strong that I would get nauseous. I was super conscious about it at the time. I worked closely with people and I was like, can I smell my hands? Finally, I came out and asked him, I'm like, do you smell that? No one could smell it. My mom said she smelt it. I made her sniff my fingers up close. I know that is such a weird thing to say. Anyway, I had to have her check me. She said, yeah, she did smell it. But it was so disgusting. Such a weird thing. I'm chucking it up to hormones. It had to be hormonal because no matter how many times, what soap, hand sanitizer, lemon, I used the metal bar soap. I mean, I literally tried everything. It wouldn't take it away. And it wasn't all the time. The doctor said, "Are you eating too many onions?" I said, "No, I'm not eating any onions." It was so bad. As soon as I had the baby, it didn't happen again. So, what does it mean? Onion hands. It's not a good look. So the third weird thing that happened to my body while I was pregnant was a super strong immune system. I'm talking knock down anything that comes my way kind of immune system. My whole life I've always been a little bit of a weakling when it comes to immunity. If anyone is around me that has any kind of cold, flu, anything like that, I don't even have to touch them. I can just look at them and get sick. Not while I was pregnant. I was literally in a household full of people with the flu, and it didn't faze me. I felt amazing, aside from the onion hands and dry eyes. No, my immune system was out of control. I don't know what the scientific explanation is, but my immune system was definitely top notch. Number 4, nosebleeds. Prior to getting pregnant, I had never had a nosebleed in my life. After getting pregnant, I had a nosebleed almost every day. The first time it happened, I panicked. I thought that I was dying or something. I don't know. Like I said, I had never had a nosebleed, and I thought it was a serious situation. I've talked to other women, and they too have told me that they have had nosebleeds while they were pregnant. Some have said that every time they blew their nose, it was bloody. Mine wasn't that bad. But this was just something that would have been great to know before it happened, because it would have saved me a lot of anxiety and frantic Googling. Okay, so the 5th symptom of pregnancy that I had that was super weird and I wasn't expecting was throbbing ovary pain. It was only on one side. It was my right side. I honestly thought there was something wrong. Another frantic Googling. Don't do that. Don't even stress yourself out. So I spoke with my doctor. They did some tests, and everything was all good. It was just a secondary thing happening as my stomach was growing. Literally, my ovary would be like doom, 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 doom. Wait for it. Doom, 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 doom. And I'm like, I feel you down there. I just don't know what you're doing. Cool it. It was so painful, it would wake me up at night. It would double me over sometimes. I'm not a sissy when it comes to pain. I'm pretty tough, but that was some serious shit. The 6th and final weird, gross thing that happened to me while I was pregnant was extreme hair growth. It was everywhere. It still is. My hair was luscious. I mean, it was booming, which I didn't mind that. My eyebrows were out of control. I had hair in places I didn't know hair would grow. I got a mustache. My armpits were wild. Bikini line. Psh, I'm not wearing a bikini. Basically had a rat tail on my tummy. I'm not gonna lie, I took a razor to it. It was out of control. I forgot to mention that all of this hair that was growing everywhere was jet black. Why can't you be blonde? Body hair should be blonde. My fingers, my toes, my feet. There was so much hair. I know it's hormonal, but what do you even do about that? They didn't tell me that hair would grow so rapidly in so many different places. Wow. I'm still waiting for this one to go away. We're 5 months postpartum. I'm still waiting for that one to go away. All right, ladies. So I hope you enjoyed hearing what my weird and gross symptoms were that I never expected to happen while I was pregnant. I'd love to hear what happened to you while you were pregnant. I want to hear the weird ones, the gross ones. Come on, share it with me. I just want to give an honorable mention to a symptom that I know is super common, but it's another thing I never experienced prior to pregnancy. Heartburn. What? My chest was on fire. I felt like Hades was camping in my cavity. You want to know why? I had such bad heartburn. 24/7. I'm not even going to talk about the gas. That's a whole nother video. This is why my heartburn was so intense. Look at that mop. Get a mop on your head. All right, thanks for listening to me whine about my disgusting, weird, and unexpected pregnancy symptoms. I hope this kind of prepares you a little bit. I would have loved to know these things were coming, or maybe it's better not knowing. I don't know. Let me know what your weird, nasty, disgusting, funny, freaky symptoms were when you were pregnant, or are if you're pregnant now. Leave them in the comments below. Like the video, or leave a comment letting me know which of my symptoms you thought were the weirdest. I'd have to say onion hands. That was hands down the weirdest thing. And it lasted for months. It's not easy being a woman, but it's fun.